Morning peeps, good morning everyone. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe. All right, let's do this. Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao rematch set for September 19th on Netflix. This is crazy. What is this, 2016? It's been a wild week in the world of boxing, I think it's fair to say. This might just top it off. Their first fight back in 2015, which look, was the biggest fight we've ever seen in terms of numbers, that was considered 5 years too late. What's this then? Boy. All right, look, before we talk about that very quickly, I have a football channel, Ade Talks Football. If you are a football fan, the link is in the description. Loads of football content coming this week, so please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We are fast approaching 2,000 subscribers. Thank you so much to everyone that has pressed that subscribe button. If you haven't, please do. All right, back to this. Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. I'm reading that again just to confirm I've not read it wrong. Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao rematch set for September 19th on Netflix. I mean, who asked for this? Where has this come from? Why are they doing this? I mean, the why is easy. The why is always money. I don't get it. I'm pretty sure I saw a fight poster for Manny Pacquiao versus Ruslan Provodnikov. I mean, is that now scrapped? And there was also talk about Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson in the Congo. Is that now scrapped? Why are they announcing this several months before the event? I mean, is it a massive build-up? I mean, when you think about it, most fights are announced 3 months, 4 before an event. This one, September. We are in February, people. Like, what is going on? I mean, what are Netflix doing? Netflix are kind of, obviously, they're picking up and putting on really random stuff. Like Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano. If you are an MMA fan, that fight was supposed to happen way more than a decade ago. Way more than a decade ago. They're doing it now. Will it get big numbers? I guess it kind of will. They've obviously done the Jake Paul stuff. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. Jake Paul versus AJ. They done massive numbers. Crawford Canelo, a serious fight. And then they're doing this. So I guess Netflix are only doing things that they believe will generate big numbers. It doesn't look like they're taking the sport of boxing serious. That they've not aligned themselves to a promoter who can at least say, okay, give us 25 dates a year and we'll put on these amount of shows. They're not doing that. They're kind of picking and choosing, and they decided to pick this one. It will do big numbers. Trust me. I was talking to Gareth A. Davis about this today. I was like, if Netflix was around, or it was around, but if Netflix was a player in the game in 2015, how many people would have watched their first fight on Netflix? Bear in mind, 4.5 million people bought the pay-per-view for well over $100. Crazy. I mean, the pay-per-view generated over $500 million. Can you imagine how many people would have watched it on Netflix back then? Back then. They still will get a big number. I still think they'll get around the 70 million number. I really do. So, although there'll be people like me scratching my head saying, why are they doing this? They're doing this because people will watch it. There will be a lot of people that watch this on Netflix. Sorry to interrupt the video, but this is very important and I'll be quick. If you're one of these people that watch the channel and don't hit that subscribe button or forgot to hit that subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button. It's really important. It will help grow the channel. I am trying to chuck different types of content on the channel as well. I am trying to get to 200,000 subscribers. I know it sounds crazy, but who knows, right? By the end of the year. And I need you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. All right, back to the video. I am a massive, massive Floyd fan. Like, my journey into boxing, obviously when I was young, it was very much Mike Tyson. But then it went and became a UK thing. The ITV days of, I don't know, Ben Eubank, etc., Michael Watson, and then eventually Joe Calzaghe, Prince Nassim, etc., etc. My reason for going back and watching American boxing is solely down to Floyd. Like, I was obsessed with everything Floyd Mayweather did. I thought he was a genius when it came to marketing and a genius in the ring. Like, it's very rare that the two go together, which is why I think everyone kind of fell in love with Conor McGregor, right? Because Conor McGregor was a genius outside the ring in terms of how to sell a fight. And in the octagon, he actually proved that he can fight as well. Floyd, obviously on a completely different level, but you know what I mean? Very similar. Someone that talks the talk and walks the walk. And Floyd most certainly did it. But I was obsessed with the 24/7 shows. Like, obsessed. We haven't seen, there's been a few people that have tried to kind of remake those 24/7s and they've fallen flat. Like, we haven't seen a good 24/7 since Floyd was in them. And they were voiced by Liv Schreiber, I think his name. I think that's the pronunciation anyway. Like, if Netflix are going to do one thing I beg of you and ask of you is please do a 24/7 and get Liv Schreiber to voice it again. Because I think there's a generation of people like myself that were just obsessed with those 24/7s. And the cameras were allowed in. Like nowadays, I almost feel like fucking fighters, like managers and PR people say, okay, don't put that out. Don't put that out. Back then, it almost like we got to see everything. Floyd fighting his dad, Floyd doing this, Floyd doing that. It was genius. And I fell in love with Floyd. I thought Floyd was just incredible. And then again, he got in the ring and it was fantastic. But that was then. This is now. Like, when's it going to stop? When are we going to stop rolling out these old timers? And Floyd is an old timer, people. I think he's going to be 49 by the time this fight rolls around. When are we going to stop wheeling them out? Like, let it go. Let the youngsters come through and let them take the shine. Like, it's just getting, honestly, it's getting crazy. And I say all this, I will watch it. Of course I will watch it because I'm a big Floyd fan and a big Manny Pacquiao fan. But, like, the youngsters need their time to shine down. We've got a good group of youngsters. A good group of youngsters. I was in Vegas to watch Ryan Garcia. I looked around the ring. I saw Shakur Stevenson. I saw Keyshawn Davis. I saw Devin Haney. Teofimo Lopez. Like, we've got a good bunch. Let them have their shine. Don't need to see this anymore. Honestly, I really don't. Manny Pacquiao is in great shape, right? We saw him against Mario Barrios. He could have been a world champion. We haven't seen Floyd for a while. Obviously, he's been doing his exhibitions. He always looks in shape, but I guess there's in shape, and who am I to say this to Floyd? There's fight in shape. I don't know if this fight's going to be a 6-rounder, an 8-rounder, a 10-rounder. I don't know what size gloves they're using. I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know, people. I don't know. It is what it is. Look, maybe I'm putting too much stock into it. Let them just have their fight. Again, I do want to know what's going to happen with Provodnikov, Pacquiao. I'm guessing that probably is cancelled. Like, if you're Pacquiao, why on earth would you fight Provodnikov when you've got the Mayweather check waiting for you? And if you're Mayweather, same thing. Why would you fight Mike Tyson in the Congo when you've got the Pacquiao check waiting for you? And we are led to believe both are under financial strain. I don't necessarily believe that, but this will make them good money. If they are, they're going to walk away with a nice 8-figure check each for what will probably be a glorified sparring session. I know Pacquiao has spoken about in the last couple of days. So I'm going to take Mayweather's I don't think we think of it like that, or we care. Like you take Mayweather's what are we going to think? Mayweather's 50-1 now? No, it doesn't work like that, Pacquiao. But look, anyway, it's happening. What else are Netflix going to announce? Again, they've kind of gone big in the last 2 or 3 weeks. The MMA fight between two legends, if you like, and now this fight between two legends. But it is strange, very, very strange. David Benavidez' many options start with Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez. One thing that was very apparent when I saw the face-off, I was actually at this, I was there, I went there to watch it because it was Vegas, so I thought, let me just go and watch it. It was right there. Zurdo is massive. Like, just an enormous human being. I was like, how the fuck you make 168? And look, don't get me wrong, as you get older, you grow, but dude, he is enormous. Because everyone says Benavidez is massive, right? That's the thing about Benavidez. People say, well, you were a weight bully at 168. Like, Benavidez just looks like a normal sized dude. But yeah, look, that's a great fight. There is no guarantee that Benavidez gets through this, but let's talk of the options that this article was referring to. The options are 3 big options. There's 2 front runners, and then there's a dangerous third. The 2 front runners are obviously Bivol at 175 if he chooses to come back down, and if he stays in the cruiserweight division, then obviously it's only one man, Jaya Pattaya. And you guys would have seen the image of those two talking, embracing, and I was about 2 or 3 meters away from that. And all I could do, everyone was standing there taking their phones out. All I could do was think, these guys are going to do some damage to each other. I'm not joking. I kind of had this weird out of body experience just watching them, thinking, these guys, I've interviewed both. These guys are very, very, they're almost the same person. Very mean, very aggressive, very evil spirit is the wrong word, but you kind of sense something with them. And if these two were to get in the ring and duke it out, fuck me, it would be violent. It will be violent. So look, Bivol, Opetaya, and then the third one is Beterbiev. I'm not quite sure what Beterbiev's doing at the moment. Don't know if he's just waiting for the Bivol fight. I'm not quite sure what's happening. But again, him versus Benavidez would be carnage as well. So if you're Benavidez, look, good options. Good option, loads of options. And there should be no reason why he's not in big fight after big fight after big fight. And the three guys that I just mentioned, what I like about them is that there is no ducking from them. That none of these guys are going to be scared of Benavidez. Benavidez won't be scared of them either, sorry, but they will run to the fire, as will Benavidez. Incredible matchups. Talking of incredible matchup, this one announced off the back of Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd, a real fight. Inoue versus Junto Nakatani, confirmed May 2nd, Tokyo Dome. I need to get out there for this. I need just to, I don't know, pack my bags, get a camera and just go out there and just cover this fight in some way, shape or form. I should be able to get press accreditation. That shouldn't be hard. I don't know who's going to be putting this fight on. I don't know if it's going to be a Riyadh season. Bear in mind, both of them last fought on a Riyadh season event. I don't know if it's a top rank. I don't know who's going to do it. But this is going to be incredible. Like, don't get too down on Junto's last performance. That Mexican was was it Hernandez or something? Sebastian Hernandez? He was very tough. Very, very tough. It's going to be a great fight, this one. You make Inoue a favorite, obviously, but there's going to be a lot of pride at stake in this one. And I think the Tokyo Dome's like 50, 60,000. It will sell out just like that. So, yeah, looking forward to that fight as well. Claressa Shields got the victory done against Franchon Cruz Dezern over the weekend. She's running out of opponents. She had 18,000 in there, which is insane, right? Credit to her. But she's just running out of opponents. I don't know what they do with her. I mean, there's a lot of talk about Michaela Mayer, who was on the broadcast. A lot of talk about Lauren Price. But these are not her weight class. They would be jumping up quite a lot of weight to fight her. Or she'd have to come down and fight them. I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure what they do. She's called out Shadesha Green. Shadesha got beat by Franchon. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's still a good fight, but no, not for me. What else have we got? We've spoken a lot about Conor Benn, so we'll leave that until we get more information. Zuffa Boxing contact British Boxing Board of Control in hope of legitimizing their new belt. This will tell you a lot about how boxing works. Like, ultimately, if they get that over the line, then come on. But it also tells you that they are now going to be making a play to have fights in the UK. I think it's pretty obvious what that play is. It's Sky Sports. Hence why the Conor Benn signing makes sense, because they need a British star to kind of boost that. And Conor Benn does that. So yeah, they will be definitely working with Sky Sports going forward. They are going to sign up a lot of British talent. If I'm a promoter right now and I've got a superstar that's got 1 or 2 fights left, I am locking that guy down. Down. I don't know how many fucking months or, sorry, how many fights Moses has with Frank Warren and Francis. Lock him down forever. Eddie with Ben, lock him down, because these guys are going to get big offers. Big offers. And the only way they don't go is if they're locked down. All right, guys, girls, other bits and bobs. Don't forget, Ade Gman is up as well. Please go and give that a watch. Football Channel, link is in the description.